Hello, my dear friends. This is Harvard Mathematics. So we have to solve these simultaneous equations. X squared out of y plus y squared out of x is equal to 9. 1 out of x plus 1 out of y is equal to 3 out of 4. So let's solve simultaneously and we see how the solution will look like. So from equation 2, it is the one which is simpler that we can begin with. So from equation 2, we can combine these fractions. So we can do that by looking for LCM. LCM either is xy. So xy divided by x, I'll have y plus xy divided by y, okay? We get x times 1, the same thing we did here. So we get x times 1, we'll have x, and this is equal to 3 out of 4. So we can say that x plus y out of xy is equal to 3 out of 4, and we call this equation A. Let's do the same from equation 1. So also it has LCM xy. So xy divided by y, I'll have x times x squared, I'll have x cubed, plus again xy divided by x, I'll have y times y squared, I'll have y cubed, and this is equal to 9. So we have x cubed plus y cubed out of xy, but we need to do the identity. So we know that from the identity, a cubed plus b cubed equivalent to a plus b into a squared minus ab plus b squared. Okay, if we now relate that with x and y, this becomes x cubed plus y cubed will therefore equal to x plus y into x squared minus xy plus y squared. So what does that mean? I just bring it back to its position, this expression in the position of x cubed plus y cubed. So that means I'll have x plus y into x squared minus xy plus y squared divided by xy, because that's what is here. Then this is equal to 9. But from equation A, we know that x plus y out of xy is equal to 3 out of 4. So we just replace this expression with 3 out of 4. So meaning 3 out of 4 into x squared plus y squared minus xy, this is equal to 9. But again, we can divide by 3 both sides, or we multiply by a third both sides. So this and that will go, this and that will have a 3 here. Then again we cross multiply. So meaning we'll have 1 out of 4 into x squared plus y squared minus xy. This is equal to 3. So this is out of 1, we can still cross multiply, and we have x squared plus y squared minus xy is equal to 4 times 3, which is 12. Again, identity a squared plus b squared is equal to a plus b, everything squared minus 2ab. So we do the same here. We know that x squared plus y squared therefore will become x plus y, everything squared minus 2xy. So we substitute that here so that we'll have x plus y squared minus 2xy minus xy, and this is equal to 12. So this means I'll have x plus y, everything squared, minus 3xy, and this is equal to 12. So, but again, from equation A, we know that x plus y out of xy is equal to 3 out of 4. So when we cross multiply, it becomes xy. So I can put 3 out of 4 xy here. So therefore, this equation becomes 3 out of 4 xy squared minus 3xy is equal to 12. So meaning this becomes 9 out of 16, xy, everything squared, minus 3xy, this is 12. I can divide both sides by 3, or I multiply by 1 out of 3 both sides. 1 out of 3, 1 out of 3. So this becomes 3 here. This and that will go. This and that we shall have what? Here we shall have 4. So here this becomes 3 out of 16 into xy squared minus xy. This is equal to 4. So what does that mean? I cross multiply. This becomes 3xy squared minus 16xy minus this becomes 64, and this is equal to 0. How is that possible? Multiply here by 16, and by 16 here. This and that go away, so we'll have 3xy squared minus 16y. Then I move this 4 by 16 this side, becomes minus 64. So that means I can now solve this as a quadratic equation. So we say let xy is equal to k, or any other constant, any other variable k. So we shall have 3k squared minus 16k. This is equal, minus 64. Minus 64, this is equal to 0. What does that mean? This is a is equal to 3 according to the quadratic equation format. B is equal to negative 16 and C is equal to negative 64. So we're going to use a quadratic formula which says that now k will be minus plus or minus square root of b squared minus 4ac divided by 2a. So k will be minus b, which is plus 16 now, plus or minus, because this becomes minus minus. So b is minus, so with this minus, they will cancel. So it becomes 16, but with a positive. So 16 squared minus 4 times a, which is 3, times 3, which is 6, times c, which is 64, but minus, making this a positive, then divided by 2 times 3. So simplifying this would give you k equivalent to 16 plus 32 out of 6, or 16 minus 32 out of 6. So meaning this is 48, and this becomes 8, or k is equal to negative 8 out of 3, because this is basically 16 out of 6, but which is negative. So you get this. So I'm going to say case 1, when k is equal to 8, we already know that k itself is equal to xy, so this is equal to 8. But also, we know that x plus y out of xy is equal to 3 out of 4. Now, substituting these values, we'll have x plus y out of 8. This is 3 out of 4. So if now I multiply by 8 both sides, okay, this means x plus y will equal to, this will cancel with this, and we'll have 2. So this will be 3 by 2. Therefore, x plus y will equal to 6. So with xy equal to 8 and x plus y equal to 6, I can now say that x is equal to 8 out of y. I substitute it in here, and I'll have 8 out of y plus y, this is equal to 6. Meaning, I can multiply both sides by y, by y, by y. So this and that will go. I'll have 8 plus y squared, this is equal to 6y. Meaning, I'll have y squared minus 6y plus 8, this is equal to 0. And this becomes a quadratic equation in y. So therefore, y is going to be So we know factors. We can use factorization method here. Factors which you multiply and get 8, when you add them, you get negative 6. That is negative 2 and negative 4. When you multiply the 2, I have 8. When I add the 2, I get negative 6. So meaning, expressing this equation in terms of its factors, this will be y squared minus 2y minus 4y plus 8. This is equal to 0. Factorize out the most common one here, which is y, will be y into y minus 2, then minus 4 into y minus 2, and this is equal to 0. So the most common here is y minus 2, so I move it out, and this becomes y minus 4, and this is 0. So either y minus 2 is equal to 0, or y minus 4 is equal to 0. What does that give us? Y is equal to 2 or y is equal to 4. So if that is the case, we already know, but 8 is equal to xy, meaning x is equal to 8 out of y, meaning x is equal to 8 out of 2, or x out of, 8 out of 4. So meaning you'll have 4 and 2. So when x is equal to 2, y is equal to 4. When x is equal to 4, y is equal to 2. So we have finished a set of our first solution. So that is solution 1 for case 1 when k is equal to 8. So let's look at case 2 when k is equal to negative 8 out of 3. So we already know that xy is equal to k, so this will be minus 8 out of 3. Okay, and we also know that x plus y out of 3, out of xy is equal to 3 out of 4. Okay, so that means x plus y out of xy, which is negative 8 out of 3, will equal 3 out of 4. So meaning this becomes reciprocal, and I'll have x plus y times 3 out of 8, but this is negative. This is 3 out of 4. So what I do, I can multiply, I can cancel this and that, I cancel this and this, but this is 1, this is 2. Meaning if I cross multiply, I'll have negative into x. Okay, this is first of all negative 1 out of 2 into x plus y. This is equal to 1. So when we cross multiply, this becomes x plus y equivalent to negative 2. So that is x plus y. So we also know, maybe we can call this equation C. But xy is equal to negative 8 out of 3. So we substitute it in here. So meaning I can say that x is equal to 8 negative out of 3 y. I substitute it in here. Put this, we call it d. So put d in C. So what does that mean? I'll have negative 8 out of 3y plus y, and this is equal to negative 2. So meaning I can multiply by 3y both sides. So this becomes that, and that will go. I'll have negative 8 plus 3y squared, okay, equivalent to negative 6y. So moving it this side, I'll have 3y squared plus 6y minus 8. This is equal to 0. So now this is a quadratic equation. We also use a Bulldozer method or quadratic formula. So the quadratic formula here, a is equal to 3, b is equal to 6, and c is equal to negative 8, meaning that y will be minus b plus or minus square root of b squared minus 4ac divided by 2a. So putting these values here, we'll have y equivalent to minus b, which is minus 6 plus or minus square root of 6 squared minus 4 times 3 times c, which is 8, so this becomes positive, divided by 2 times 3. So this means I'll have y equivalent to negative 6 plus or minus square root of, this is going to be 4 by 33. So divided by 6, this is going to be negative 6 plus or minus 2 square root of 33 divided by 6. So now I cancel what? This, I'll have y by 2, I'll have 3 by 2, 1 by 2, 3. Yes. So I'll have negative 3 plus or minus square root of 33 divided by 3. So meaning y is equal to negative 3 plus square root of 33 out of 3, or y is equal to negative 3 minus square root of 33 out of 3. So putting it in decimal points, y is equal to 0.9149, or y is equal to, on my calculator, is negative 2.9149. So let's look for x. xy is equal to negative 8 out of 3. So meaning x is equal to negative 8 out of 3y. So when x is equal to when y is equal to 0.9149, then x is equal to be negative 8 divided by 3 times 0.9149, and this is negative 2.9149. When y is equal to negative 2.9149, then x is equal to negative 8 divided by 3 times negative 2.9149, and finally also x will be 0.9149. So we have already obtained all solutions. So all solutions are here. So when x, we shall put them here. So when x is equal to 2, we have said y is equal to 4. And when x is equal to 4, y is equal to 2. When x is equal to negative 2.9149, then y is 0.9149. When x is 0.9149, y is negative 2.9149. So let's test, let's check our solutions. So we have 1 out of x plus 1 out of y equivalent 3 out of 4. So when you put in here, x is equal to 2, so plus 1 out of x is equal to 2, y is equal to 4. So this is 3/4. So meaning right hand side is equal to left hand side. Let's test with again with the decimal points. So x is equal to 0.9149, and when y is negative 2.9149. So we'll have 1 divided by 0.9149 plus 1 divided by negative 2.9149, and this is giving me on my calculator 0.750. So this gives us again 3 out of 4, meaning, ladies and gentlemen, our solution is correct. So that's how we have been able to solve this problem. Thank you.